All right, spring is here. Renaissance Acres is back in the forest. We've been using the Thomas all day today, scooping up the edge of the road, picking up rocks, and starting the forestry project up again. It's supposed to rain the next 3 days, so I want to take advantage of the nice dry weather. So one of the things I'm doing is rebuilding these stone walls that have been destroyed over the millennia of the town raising the grade of the road higher and higher and then pushing the walls over. So I'm restacking the walls and picking up trash. Lots of trash. So from here, there's a little rise way back there where there's a little cemetery, and that's the edge of the property, and then this is the road frontage here. So the stone wall runs right down along there. And so I've been working on a trail down through here, and there's a culvert there, and the water runs down, making this really soft in the spring. But the rest of the year it's solid. So what I've been doing is taking all the small rocks out of the stone wall, restacking the wall with the bigger rocks, and kind of making this little Roman road to go across this wet spot. I haven't really driven across it yet. I'm still building it. Kind of see it immediately drops off there. No tire tracks yet. But I've spent better part of 2 days cutting all the dead ash that has fallen. I'll walk you up in there. What I started out by doing is taking the leaf blower and blowing off the stone wall on the street side up in here where all the daylilies are. There's hundreds and hundreds of daylilies in there. But it's also loaded with poison ivy. So I've been working on this project 3 years to start to curb the invasives and promote the daylilies again. And you can see how bad the stone wall, there's kind of a remnant of it there, but it's all just destroyed down through. And eventually, once I get some more room in here, I'll be able to take the machine and push those rocks back up. Pick these rocks back up, put them up on the wall. But there's tons and tons of dead ash and trees that have fallen over the years in the road, and the power company just pushes them off into the ditch and leaves them there. So I'm blocking them up, getting ready to haul them out of here and kind of beautify that wall. So you can see the area where I blew the leaves so I can work safely in here. And I've been making brush piles that are all pointed the other direction so I can haul them out on the trail, and log piles. And then I'm thinning out the dead trees, the really malformed saplings, things that are leaning too much, things that are leaning towards the road. You can see it just goes on and on. So I take the leaf blower, and this is the trail here, and I just blow a little spur up here to the edge of the road where I can come in and grab logs and stuff. There's a nice section of wall there. But I have a lot of this stuff going on. This is black locust. What happens when it gets old is the root systems start to fail. Sometimes they'll blow out of the ground completely, but sometimes if they have a lot of lean, they'll twist and crack. And so I'll give you an idea of where that one goes. Goes up into that one. And that one, the root ball is failing, the root plate is failing, right in the ground. So Those are both hung up in that one, which is also have a ton of lean, and the root is failing on that one also. So once I get all this wood picked up out of the forest and get it kind of manicured, then I'll start taking down the rest of the dead ash and locusts. But I really need to get the machine in here so I have room to work. You can get a feel. It's just pile after pile after pile after pile after pile everywhere you look. And then there's the cemetery up there. And I have a lot of leaning trees onto the cemetery property. So I'll be putting lines up there and winching the trees in to save those antique stones from getting crushed. But anyway, head back to the trail. Trail goes down and off into the woods. My goal for this summer is to actually take that road, go around out in here so I can pick up all those long logs and then come out back where we came from. Make my first loop out here. There's just tons of ash and locust down in there that needs to all come out of the forest. I mean, the root system on that thing was so compromised, it didn't even leave a hole. It just popped out of the ground like a lollipop. But you can see root failure, root failure, root failure. That one just broke off at the 10 feet up. So that's what I'm working on. It's a nice meditative project to work on. I put some Alan Watts on my phone and I listen to it on my helmet. And so I kind of meditate all day, just slowly working, picking up everything, just take a break from the news cycle. Ukraine, all the prosecutions, all the corruption, and try to reground myself out here in the forest. And pretty soon, all that wood will be going through the firewood splitter, up the conveyor, and dumped into my dump trailer, thrown in the basement, so I have heat for next year. Thankfully, I have my good buddy Thomas here to move all that wood, move all those rocks, and a truck full of tools. Renaissance Acres. That's what it's all about, folks. Hope you're safe and having fun wherever you are.